Greetings, humans that are viewing fellow human from this digital device. I wanted to come to you guys via this form because it seems to be the only form in which we can disseminate information and content to the largest audience. Especially when we're still in the middle of the pandemic and we can't all meet, and because restrictions and mandates vary so much across the globe, thank God we have the internet and we can still connect and send and receive messages to each other. So I want to say first and foremost, anything I say, it's not about me. Forget this face. Forget the persona you think you know here. This is more for us collectively as a species, as a group consciousness, as these wonderful, miraculous, amazing things that could seem separate but are truly together. Have always been together. So I've been quiet for too long in my own life, and I believe we all have a message. We all have a voice that wants to speak, sing, say something. We all have something to say. And if you think you don't, I suggest you do some soul searching and dig deep. Go travel somewhere, take a new experience, introduce yourself to someone on the street. Just go in a different direction, see what happens. Because we all have this voice inside of us that just is begging to get out and be free and express itself. And we never know what or who we can influence by what we have to say and our voice. And guys, I think now more than ever, we need to express ourselves and be free. There's no more time for being afraid, worrying what someone's going to think, worrying how you're going to look. Fuck that. It does not matter. These are just mere thoughts in your mind. People want to see you as you, fully and authentically. I forget what the exact quote is. It's a very long quote, very popular. But it wasn't like, it was like something like, it's not that our darkness scares us, it's our light that scares us the most. Because we don't ever really use it, and we don't know just how powerful we are. And I think a lot of times we shut ourselves off from that. We don't even give ourselves a shot. And society's to blame, among other things, institutions. We get indoctrinated and oriented in different directions. From the start, from the moment we come into the world. But kind of going off on a tangent. But what I'm trying to get across in this video is, we're still not achieving the potential we could as human beings, right? I believe we're spiritual beings living a human existence in this physical form on this planet. And the goal in living is to have this consciousness that is inside of you to ascend closer to be more God-like, or what pure consciousness is like, right? And all the ancient texts that have written about this, there's many different modalities in living that can help get you closer to this, but we simply now cannot live in a state of fear, right? I know that sounds so corny and cheesy. And well, you're either loving or you're fearing. Well, that's pretty much it. But it's true, guys. Like, when you're afraid, you can't simultaneously be loving and happy if you're afraid. Think about all the wonderful things that can happen when you're really happy, when you're just on cloud nine, when you're walking on sunshine, when you're fully in love with the baby you just made, or a partner you just met, or a mountain you just climbed, or you're laughing with friends. You're fully happy, right? You're not afraid in those moments, right? You're like this blossoming flower, right? Just open, right? Open. You can give and receive. But when you're afraid, you're just like a plant that has no sun, no water. It's in dark. It just wilts, right? Like, that's what's happening right now with this never-ending pandemic we're still in. Now the threat of war. Right? There's another enemy out there that's could destroy us all, make us afraid. I'm not saying like nations shouldn't come together and combat the threat that is this specific country led by this specific person, but it's the same thing over and over. You know, what was it 2 years ago? It was the pandemic, the virus, the thing we couldn't see. And now it's another threat. It's one we've heard of for many years now. And what's it going to be next week? What's it going to be next week? What's going to be next week? These people in these positions, let's just say that some politicians, some newscasters, some news networks, they're consistently broadcasting a message of fear. We should be afraid of this. How about this? How about this? Be afraid. Look out for this. Look out for that. Oh, the numbers are up. The numbers are up. Oh, it's just lies, guys. It's lies. It's to me an intentional program to disrupt our natural beauty and essence of consciousness, of love and light, which is the spirit within us, which we all have. For some reason, they want to suppress that. They want to keep us afraid. They want to keep us down. They want to keep us shrunk. They want to keep us separate from each other. They want to keep us disconnected. Right? I say, why? I'm like, why? Why do you want that? Why do you really want that? Right? We could postulate why. We could pontificate on reasons why. I know why. I'm not going to tell you in this video. It doesn't matter. It's my own personal interpretation and subjective truth that I realized a long time ago. But the message is just be mindful. Just be very mindful of how these people and signals that are being broadcasted that you receive make you feel. And be aware of that. Don't let them inside of your field, right? Just remember, you're this amazing miracle of human life. You exist, you breathe, you can see, you can touch, you can experience with others. You are a creation and a creator. And think of your inner peace and your happiness as this sphere around you, this invisible sphere. Keep all those good things in the sphere and do everything in your power to not let this fucking static and distortion and noise and disruptions come into your sphere. At all costs, do not allow it. And stay around people in similar spheres, and you're going to have a happy, peaceful life. As far as what to do about that which is going on, I wouldn't say it's impossible for us all to unite, but it's going to be very difficult. It'll be very, very difficult because of the conditioning and programming that has lasted for so many years and so many people. It's just a tough nut to crack, you know? Their spheres have been hardened. But there's always that little bit of light inside. And that's what we got to focus on, right? Gandhi said, be the change you want to see in the world. So if you want to see a world that has more peace, love, unity, laughing, fun, lightness, joy, just feel that and give that. And you'll never know who you're going to pass it along to. So I love you guys. Peace and love and light. Many blessings of infinite joy to you. Bye for now.